Good morning. On behalf of CS International University, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you and appreciate that you take your busy time to come to our board meeting. I'm sorry, and the time you have now and you are watching my giving a university report. I am in South Africa to attend IAUP annual conference. I am nominated as the president of IAUP, but currently I'm still serving the president of AUAP, Association of University for Asia and the Pacific. I don't want to get too busy, so I trade my position, become the treasurer for next term of IAUP, International Association of University Presidents, which is of course also one of the largest higher education organization in the world. Sorry I cannot attend, so I want to record my report to you. CS University since last half year, since the beginning of this 2016, part of 2015, we have achieved a great deal. Lots of happening. We are doing good and really proud, and we're doing wonderfully. We have about, for the last year, we have over, at least according to the report the school gave to me, over 100 universities came to visit us. Many of them still a Chinese university to come to observe our international higher education model, which really make us more famous. Another highlight is our new recruitment. The beginning of this September, we have the largest class since our establishment of university. We have close to 8,100 freshman class this year, and also score been driven the highest since our establishment. Many students complain that they have a very good score and they couldn't come to see us. Sad and also good means that we are more famous and more people like to come to our school. I believe Alan and Jeff was on campus and experienced and witnessed our largest class for this year. We don't want to become a big school, but our registration ratio every year getting higher and higher. This year is about over 33 to 34% of registration ratio. So that's of course, and then get the total of our students population on campus now is 28,800. Our almost 29,000. I don't know, and we try to maintain about around 25,000. Looks like impossible. Let's make another goal to say, and then we set our cap students population on campus about 30,000. Let's try not get more than 30,000 because we have a couple of pressing issue. We have our accreditation review. We have our independence and accredited our independence on-site inspection and review. We don't want, of course, increasing our faculty and students ratio. We have to maintain the standard of higher education in China. Because of our bigger class each year, we have to keep hiring more professors to keep the required standard of students and faculty ratio. So that's always our big challenge. Challenge is always the faculty. So that's one. Our this year, 2016, we graduated 6,336 students, and our last year employment ratio is 97.33%. That means we always, for the last few years now, we kept up about the 96-97% employment ratio, which is one of the highest in the province. It's all because our special educational model trained students well. They have good English and a good ability to work. So that's basically make us very attractive among the companies and the corporations. For the past year, for the 2016, and we have reached many, we have been awarded many awards. I just want to highlight a few. We also received this past year China most influential Sino-foreign higher education entity institution, and also this year we also have new media development experienced higher education institution. So that's one of the award. We also received from our provincial this past year the best private university title. We also received middle part of the country most innovative and also country most development contribution award. Myself also received China the top 10 win and crowds person. And that means then you are influential person and the top 10 in the country. Also, 3 of our teachers received #1 grade of award of their scientific research in the country. And also one more time, and just like I said, we all English speaking is one of the top university in China. This past year, in June and in August, we received the champion of CCTV. We sent 5 students to attend CCTV CCTV competition. One got the champion. The rest of the 4 got a second prize. All of them are in top 10. So again, and then we are on the top of the map in China for English-speaking contest. The lady students also received 3 scholarships: Bournemouth University in England, Georgetown University in the U.S., and also CS University scholarship. She chose to go to England first. She wants to enjoy all the scholarship. So she went to England this fall, now studying MBA in England. And then next year she wants to go to Georgetown University to study law. So she is top notch and then a really wonderful representative for us to be on television. We also have one person got second prize award of AUAP, Association of Universities for Asia Pacific. Again, many of these contests are English-speaking people from Australia, from Singapore, from Philippines. Many English-speaking countries are in New Zealand are attending this English speech contest, because this is not in China. This is a sort of in Asia and the Pacific, including United States. But this past year didn't have any U.S. students attended for this competition. Just recently, last month, 2 weeks ago, our cheerleaders went to Japan on behalf of China to attend the World Cheerleader competition. They also got champion. They got a 3 program champion, and they got cheerleaders and then group as number 1. They also got 2 number 4 from the world, which is really proud to earn 3 and a big championship for the country, for China, because they, even though they are from SEAS totally, but then they are competing on behalf of China. So this is wonderful achievements. Really proud of our cheerleaders, because again, our cheerleaders and every year in China domestic competition, they always won many awards, always on top. Because this is our traditional, one of the best sports team, because then we have this cheerleader team since the beginning of our university. And also this Rio Brazil Olympic conference, we have 2 of our students participated. One is our English interpreter for China basketball team. Even though we joke about our Chinese national basketball team is lousy, but the interpreter was good because he really done outstanding job. Let's move on. Number 2 is one of our anomalies, also one of our students doing a javelin. She was a champion for this year track and field javelin champion, but was a little bit reading and she didn't do well. Last Olympic and the London Olympic, she's number 5. She was number 5, and this year she was number 7. She was really disappointed and didn't perform well, and she said that she cried, and she said that she downgraded the university, which would give them big hope. But she said that she's young and she wants to try again, and eventually she wants to win the champion, because Asian is very hard for field program. Overall track and field is not Asian people's specialty. But she said that she would like to try one more time and for many more times, and then for next Japan track and field and the javelin, and then anyway, I have a lot, of course, there's a lot of other things going on, and on campus. Library almost finished. Library, of course, and then any one of you would like to invite you to come to see this is a marvelous and outstanding library. Library is done. We're gonna open middle of October when I go back again, so we can use the first 7 floors, and we'll continue to finishing up on top of the floors there. It'll be just amazing, and I'm always excited when I was, walking to different floors to see what we have. Student center. Student center is almost construction is done. We're doing outside construction now, so hopefully, and then next May we should open student center. The London Street, we are building another half of London Street. Should be done also next May or so, April or May, and it may be a big bang. Will take a little longer time, but rest of the building should be quick. Those are the 3 major construction is going on. But of course, we are still building our North Gate, and also we're preparing to launch an academic building for our School of Foreign Language, and also a French Garden. Otherwise, and then construction we want to slow down a little bit, because then we want to put more resource to recruit more faculty. As CS gets more famous and more reputable, faculty is number 1. Research, of course, we achieved a lot of research accomplishments from our faculty. Since the first time we have 47 full-time research and faculty. Before we only have a faculty doing research and teaching. Now, of course, we divided into 4 categories of pure research faculty, pure teaching faculty, research and teaching faculty, and the teaching research faculty. So 4 categories, and then definitely promoted a lot of accomplishments of our scientific research. As we go along, we don't want to only have a beautiful campus. We want to have a beautiful core value of a higher education and research and good teaching. For the past year, we have many delegation and a key delegation came to our university to visit us, to support us. May of this year, we have Silicon Valley Mayor delegation. Of course, we appreciate some of you are here as well. Came to visit us and give a really good support of us. We also have in June, we have Bournemouth University Learning Festival. They have 30 faculty, 30 students came to mix with our students to promote learning. So we have a learning festival on campus, which is a really big, good highlight for us. And also in July 23 to July 16, we have about close to 60, actually 58 United Nations middle management did the training on campus. This is the largest United Nations leadership training in different countries. Many, of course, focus on multicultural and the Chinese language and Chinese culture training. They all had a wonderful time. They really enjoyed, and we really give them a really good hospitality welcome. Very impressed. They said they want to promote, see us on behalf, at the United Nations to make us more famous. And also September, American ambassador also visited us. He led actually one of the 27 delegation, mostly of diplomats from different consulate in China, came to our university, spent almost a big half day, came in the morning and left around 3 o'clock. He visited the students, dining room, gave them lectures, walk around, chat with the students. Interesting, and then I saw the students finish the question, but nobody asked the president election. So he said he would ask students a question about election. He asked students, and then if they think Hillary will win, or how many of those students raise hand, or how many students think Trump will win. Less than 10 students raised hands for Hillary, and then about 50-60 students raised hand for Trump's. So he said that's a surprise, and then he said he explained doesn't matter who will be a president, but U.S.-China relationship is always most important relationship between those two big countries. He said it doesn't matter how much noise and when the election people gave, finally they all have to recognize and how important those two countries' relationship cannot mess up. He asked students, don't worry about if Hillary is a president. So I guess because he's from Obama administration, Ambassador Max and Bucks really, he did also interview with our television and said a lot of wonderful words. I was really surprised, and he described and his expression, feeling, and impression. He really praised CS very well. He said this was the highlight. He never expected that he could say such a university exists in China, especially in Hunan province. So that was really a highlight, really wonderful for him to visit us and give us a high praise of us. We also have the world collector and charity and then donor, and also a national famous artist, Mr. Zhao Tailai, and then signed an agreement to donate his treasure to us. He's gonna donate about 500 his painting, and also he's gonna donate about 1,000 pieces of jade. Jade is not important, but the jade he donated to us is from 5,000 years history. And also there are 500 jade language. That means they use the jade pieces to carve words on it, And that word is another language, and in the early years, before Chinese born language there. So this will be marvelous donation. There might be this if we sign an agreement. There's some other detail to go on, and this is the biggest donation, the biggest contribution to CS University. Even though this is more like a museum, we cannot cash them, but then it is a big treasure, and then will benefit the students and the researcher to study and another language of tradition in the history of China. So this is also wonderful. We also have a lot of famous and people came to attend our opening. Of course, most welcome one by students, the very famous newscaster of CCTV, Li Wenjun. She's really wonderful. She also so much impressed about what's going on in CS University. Really gave a good lecture. Jeff also, even though Jeff didn't understand what she's saying in Chinese, Jeff said through her lecture. You can, from just basically, even though sometimes you don't understand the language, but you through students' expression, their excitement, you definitely know, and that's a wonderful lecture. So we have many, we have about over 100 or so, more so, key and VIP and visitors that came for our opening. Opening this year was good, and also I say opening, also students and the military review is also wonderful. Some of the programs were really impressed how short time they can make a good results. So I want to give you a little more report. There's a lot of events going on, but I just want to give you little highlight reports about the key visitors to CS University. So I really appreciate the board support. Of course, for many of you, I'd like to extend the welcome. Some of you are first time to attend our conference, and then I'd like to welcome and I really appreciate your support. You are making an impact to the future of Chinese. Doesn't matter, even though we have some disputes, but I always believe the future of China is always bright. China in the future will be definitely the best and one of the best international player, which will contribute to the world economic and peace tremendously. But all of those depend on our education. We want to make CS education as one of the best education, most influential education, and then we have voice power. When we have a voice power, and then definitely we can help this country be better. Your help, your support definitely is a part of this journey. So really appreciate your continuous support. Don't give up on us. Come to visit us like Alan and Jeff more often. You will get more touched by what we are doing. Even my report is short. They're going to put some pictures on it, but I truly appreciate your coming to this conference, and I'll see you next year. Sorry again, apologize, I cannot be on site to attend this conference, but I'll see you soon. Keep in touch. Thank you so much.